Hey, and welcome back to the one and only Disney Dudes podcast, episode 49 coming at you. We might call this what could we call it, Taylor?
Our redo.
Our redo? And your
Yeah.
internet connection just went free.
No, I don't know what happened to my computer. Just crashed.
What happened? This is our second go at a I don't know what's happening.
Yeah. No, but this is our Christmas time episode.
That's where we're getting at. Yes. I love the festive background you have going on behind you. I mean, you went all out for Christmas this year.
I really did.
Between
the
sweater, between the stockings. I mean, wow.
Yeah, I started decorating on Saturday. After I got home from visiting you.
Interesting. And it does take me back. I received a letter in the mail to commemorate not only Christmas, but an anniversary of sorts. I received a letter from A1 D&D Motors, dated December 13th, 2023. Dear Abbott, as time has passed, I'm sure that you have observed that I'm a firm believer in keeping in touch with all of my customers, both new and those like you, whom I've had the pleasure of dealing with in the past. An entire year has gone by. You purchased your 2022 Ford Bronco Black Diamond. On this special occasion, I wanted to wish you a heartfelt happy anniversary. I hope that you're enjoying your Bronco more and more each day, and that you continue to experience driving pleasure in the coming years. Best regards. And they even said, I don't know if you can really see it here. You can't see it, but a Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. It's been 1 year with the Bronco. It's been a great year. It was a good year up until Friday.
Congratulations on the anniversary.
Thank you.
For those of you that did not know, I just hired a new doctor and went down to his graduation from chiropractic school. And the chiropractic school I went to is in the same town that Abbott lives in. That's how that was one of the many ways we met each other. Mm-hmm. Our wives are the first reason, but chiropractic was the second. Well, I always give Abbott a gift for Christmas. And I gave Abbott a gift this year for Christmas, and he gave me one as well. Abbott, I'll go ahead and tell you what Abbott gave me. Abbott gave me two nice bottles of bourbon from the Atlanta Braves Distillery.
Yes. STW Distillery.
Yes. Yes. And as soon as I took it up to the room, and I had two gentlemen on the elevator with me, and they said, have you ever had that bourbon? I said, no, I haven't. They said, we have. It's fantastic. It's a great sipping bourbon. I said, well, that's awesome. I said, that makes me feel really good.
Good.
And I said, well, that really does make me feel good. And then I said, but I really feel bad about what I gave Abbott. So Abbott, go ahead. Tell our viewers what I got you.
When I got home from we hung out, went to the local brewery here in downtown Spartanburg. And when I got home, I discovered a series of 3 stickers on said windows on my not hardtop, soft top Bronco. Soft top Broncos have vinyl windows. Vinyl, aka plastic, or maybe a plastic polymer, but it's not glass. And normally people, they put stickers on those soft tops. It's got to be for a very specific, legitimate, sentimental reason. Taylor, in all his glory, and just gratitude and generosity, decided to put a series of 3 Clemson stickers. One says, all in. One says, Clemson Life. And one says,
Tiger Life.
Oh, Tiger Life. See, I can't relate. And then one says, Clemson Girl. Clemson Girl. Okay. And the Tiger Life sticker had it's one of those transfer stickers that has the teeny tiny letters. And I didn't discover it until I got home. And he put them on the exact side the polar opposite side from where I would even see it, which would have been the driver's side. 2 on the back window, 1 on the side window on the passenger side, back right corner. I got home, and when I discovered said stickers in my garage, I laughed. And then the realization went, oh, honk. And we did say initially, this was not going to be an explicit episode, and it is not. I'm going to try and hold firm to that as we speak. But as soon as I saw that, I went, oh, how am I going to get these off? It's a plastic window. And started using my fingernails, kind of picking at it a little bit. And I started getting some progress with the one solid sticker that said, all in. Taylor, I have to admit, your commitment to being all in on the pranks is all awesome to some people if you're looking at a mirror. And his name is Taylor Myers. But I finally got that off.
I learned a lesson, okay?
I discovered something the next day. There is a product that they sell on Amazon called Novus. Okay? Novus is a 3-step scratch remover for vinyl or said plastic windows. You start with step 3 first for those deep scratches, like those really, really, really like deep groove scratches. That's a level 3. And there's no guarantee that you're going to get any of the scratches out. So you got to keep applying and keep applying and keep applying. But luckily, they include these handy micro fiber cloths to get said scratches out of said plastic window, right? So you start at level 3. And level 3 is the heavy scratch remover. It's a good color. Green's a good color. Green's a good color. Once you've reached level 3 status, then you get to level 2, which is the fine scratch remover. Now, I would love to, in a perfect world, I wish I could start at level 2. But I've got to back up and start from the bottom and work my way up. Level 3, which is the heavy scratch remover. Then I move to level 2. Level 1 is to clean, shine, and protect. That's the one that I'm hoping to graduate to. That may take some time. It may take some years, but I'll get to that point maybe by the time I turn in my old Bronco. I'm only a year in, but time will tell. But I'm excited for the future. The investment of removing scratches from a plastic window. But I mean, it's not the tangible things in life. It's not the material things in life that we should be, spending more time thinking about, talking about. It's the bonds, the friendships, the things we do, the building blocks to the foundation of a friendship that we attempt to build. So Taylor.
And that I attempt to tear down.
And I'm not trying. And we believe me, and I will state this for the record. Taylor has been to the woodshed and back. He has walked to the middle of the desert with no water for 40 days and 40 nights. He has suffered exponentially. And I'm not here. I'm just messing around. I promise you, you have nothing to worry about. The scratches, you can barely see it. Right, Emily? Yeah, she shook her head, yeah. But I'm kidding. I swear to you, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Well,
this is all contrived.
Well, I sent you. What else? Well, first of all, what else did you get?
Okay. This next up, I received a card, and now I am a little gun shy when it comes to your cards, because the last card, and I was describing it to the individual that graduated. I forgot his name. I'm the worst with names.
Austin,
great guy. Austin, awesome guy. But I was explaining him to the card that you gave me about a year and a week ago, right?
Mm-hmm.
53 weeks ago. He gave me a card, and that card was the perfect card for the acoustics of a stairwell at the Grove Park Inn in Asheville. And it sounded like a woman was receiving the greatest gift over and over and over. So I played that. Emily thought it was hilarious and wanted me to continue playing it for all the world to hear. No, it's one of those cards when you open it, it won't stop playing the noise, playing the music. This card was the theme song from the Golden Girls. Thank you for being a friend, traveling down the road and back again. And that song played for the next 48 to almost 72 hours in the backyard. Because as soon as I got home, because I forgot about it when I got home, because I'm busy like scraping sticker residue off, getting things off my window, which I was able to get. I get everything off. It's fine. Everything's good. WD-40 is a lifesaver, by the way, in these situations. Just FYI going forward. WD-40 for adhesive, like a charm. But that card at 2 in the morning, when I was trying to go to bed, and I was just kind of, having a hard time sleeping for no other reason. No other reason. That's all. No other reason I could hear this. I could hear that faintly because I just tossed it on. I put it on the back porch, so I thought the cold air would kill it. A slow, painful death. Oh no, that thing lasted until the next afternoon because I grilled chicken on the.
It
on the
really
gas grill.
lasted that long?
Yes, it lasted till Sunday evening. I have it back inside now. It is dead now.
So Friday night.
Friday into Sunday. I think Sunday morning-ish it lasted. That thing through like 20-degree weather, I could hear da, 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 da. Thank you for
the last 8 hours.
No. That thing lasted. It is the spawn of Satan. It lasted way too long. That thing was possessed. And then you put that thing in my fender, that screaming goat card that you push.
Work.
Oh, it works. It randomly goes. I have it on my kegerator in my garage. It'll randomly go. Gah! It'll randomly screaming goat. So just like the card you got me last year, that card lasted about 10 months, 9 months. You know that, right? It would randomly,
Really?
Yes. And I was meeting with students, and not just students, but female students. And they would hear this, yeah. And then glitter would fall out. I'd be like, sorry, the card, and I'd put it on the ground. I'd beat that card to hell. I stomped it, threw it against the wall. That thing would not die. It would not die. You had to kill it with fire. It wouldn't die. That's a good gift. Outside of the gay cruise itinerary, what's the other one? Drag queen starter kit. Yep. But the coup de grace was the game used Carolina football. I put it in Mason's room. He woke up to the football. I wanted him to see it. He woke up to the football, ran downstairs, and said, "Dad, what is this?" I'm like, "It's our football, not yours." For the record, it's not just yours. He's like, "Really? Oh, yeah. Can we throw it outside?" No. Put it in the movie room with all the other stuff. But no, thank you so much. The gifts were over the top.
You got
what?
Some candy, right?
And will you hand me that jar? It's behind the cereal boxes, top shelf, pantry, right in front of you. Yep, I heard it shake. Yeah, I forgot there's one other thing that So basically, as you were putting stickers on my plastic windows, you wanted me to eat a jar of Vicks. You wanted me to eat a jar of Vicks, and if I can open it, maybe I will. Oh, there's the plastic. Choking. Oh. Should we go with pink, orange, or blue?
Blue.
Blue. I'll start with the blue balls first. It's actually pretty good. My question for you is, how many dicks can my foot fit in my mouth at once?
I don't know.
That's the next question.
That's a hard question to answer.
These are quite hard. Let's find out. 1, 2, 3.
This is on the internet forever.
Oh. 4. The answer is 4. Here's the top. Emily, here's the top. Take those to work. Enjoy. Give those to patients.
I'll give me some color.
I can't give this to college students.
Mason thinks it's bone candy.
He's not wrong. He's not wrong.
Yeah.
But you wanted me not to eat a bag.
Well, I'll tell you.
Which is, go ahead.
I felt bad about the Bronco. So
Don't
you
have
have
to.
another gift on its way.
Which should not be the case.
I mailed it out today. It's in a box. And there's something blank with it as well.
Ridiculous. We will cross that bridge when it comes. We will have a discussion about that in the very near future. All right. So that is done.
What do you mean?
I say
We'll have a discussion.
we will have a discussion. It is going to be a positive, not a negative discussion. I'm not trying to be ambiguous. This is not, no, you're taking it the wrong way. Taking it the wrong way. You have to understand something. I have transcended space and time. Okay? I am in the Christmas spirit. I'm here living my best life. And if I get hung up on minor things that, yeah, sure. If you let everything get to you, you're going to waste your time. Right?
Yeah.
If you sweat the small stuff, yeah, the devil's in the details, but okay, cowboy, what's happening with your filter? Easy, Al Capone. But tis the season. You will gain no favoritism with that new filter you have on you right now. But what it comes down to, in my mind, Christmas is the season for fellowship, togetherness, and a bunny rabbit I'm staring at with a TBI. So that is interesting.
Yes.
Oh, there we are.
Yeah.
There we are. At least we got a flash of you with that on. No, tis the season to give. Tis the season to come together. May all the acquaintance be forgot. Just like Aunt Gilda in National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation, I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which
Who did you say it was?
Aunt Gilda.
It's Grace.
Grace, Aunt Grace. Hey, I got the G right. But regardless, I
No,
pledge allegiance.
it's not Grace. It's Aunt Bethany.
Aunt Bethany. Thank you. Thank you. See, at least I'm swinging and missing.
Grace, be the Grace.
But all in all, tomorrow is my last day of work for the year. I'm working a half day.
Same here.
Oh, really? How much time are you taking off?
Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and all the following week.
Nice. Very good. We go back on, we're getting I think I told you we're getting a Airbnb with some friends.
Yeah.
And we'll be right there, actually right near Highland Brewery, like probably about 5-6 miles in the mountains of Asheville. So we're looking forward to it. We're going to get down. Em's got to work the Saturday, New Year's Eve. That Saturday, we'll go down that evening and spend Saturday, Sunday night, come back Monday. We've got to go back to work that Tuesday. So
that's good, though.
That's okay. That's okay. We're going to have a good time. But the reason we're here is not only to commiserate, kind of give the people what they want to hear, whether they're listening or not.
Mm-hmm.
Our audience is growing more and more. We have 2 new countries to add to the growing list of, our audience.
Yeah.
Going forward, we are officially streaming, or people are downloading and listening in Mexico, in Mexico, and Scotland. I have confirmed we have Scotland because the UK, of course, includes England, Scotland, Ireland, Northern Ireland, whatever, Wales. We are in Scotland, Ireland, and England. But Scotland is our newest country under the umbrella of the United Kingdom. So, Shlanta, I think I said that wrong, like I did Aunt Bethany. But yeah, permission to come aboard, sir. Righty-o, cheerio, sir. That's not Scottish. Why? Scotland listens to the Disney Dudes podcast. Holy crap. That's it.
Yep. There we
So,
go.
Cheers to them. Cheers to Mexico, my favorite. What's your favorite country in the World Showcase at Epcot? Be honest.
It's either Mexico
Mm-hmm.
or France or Italy.
You got to narrow it down. You're under the gun.
If it's
Gunny.
for food, Italy.
Italy for food. Okay, I can see that.
If it's for the rides,
Norway. I mean,
no.
or
I would probably say
France. Mexico. You like the God bless. I
Three-
can't remember the Grand Fiesta
three-
Tour. Three Caballeros.
Mhm.
Yes. Jose Pancho and
And Donald
Donald
Duck.
Panchito, pardon me. Absolutely. My favorite has always been and always will be Mexico. Not only because of the ambiance, the Mayan temple, because to me, that's foreshadowing for my vacation coming up in 1 year. Because I am going to be requesting that time off when we step aboard the Disney Treasure, the second voyage of the Disney Treasure. We are
Yep.
doing a 7-day, all-inclusive Western Caribbean, and our first stop is going to be Cozumel, Mexico, and we get to see the Mayan temples.
Cool.
So I get to see that up close in person. I'm excited about that.
Cool.
But favorite drink of all time, World Showcase, is the avocado margarita from La Cava Tequila. Nothing beats it. Nothing ever will. I've had many a margarita. I've had margaritas in Mexico. Well, they don't beat the actual like on the rocks kind of margarita, but frozen margarita wise, it's got a different consistency. It's like liquid, but still got that frozen kind of. I don't know how to
Slushy.
do it. Yeah, it's like slushy, but so fine. It's still you know what I mean? You've had it. It's that good. It's that good. But
Yeah.
regardless, welcome to our new listeners, new followers, new subscribers. We do appreciate everyone. And there is something that you and I have been discussing in passing, but I want to set it for the record. We are working. We have been talking about it, but our goal for the new year, and correct me if I'm wrong, Taylor, merch store.
Yes.
Merch store up and running. We need to get that going. And that's something that we want to deliver to people because we do have people that we've sent them some shirts. They're very appreciative, but I think that is going to take things to another level. I
Maybe-
do think
hey.
that's exciting.
Maybe we'll get our own Roosevelt shirts.
Oh, man. Now, how about that? Be honest. Did you like the Roosevelt shirts?
I thought the catchphrase one was pretty cool.
It didn't look bad.
It didn't look
I like
bad.
this.
The other one was like would I buy
like-
both of them? Would I buy both of them?
Mhm.
Yes. Not for $70 though.
No. That's going to be more of a novelty.
Yeah.
I love Paige Stormer. You got to meet him more thoroughly than I did. I met him in passing. He looked at me, was out of breath, running up that the entrance ramp to the yes, my daughter should be in bed, and sorry, she's distracting. But no, regardless, I think that is awesome that they gave him his own collection. Hats off to him because he's a hard worker. He's endearing and he does a great job. He's got good content, and I'll be honest with you, this is not jealousy. If that was my only job and I could dedicate more time to it, man, would I wouldn't say I'd reach that status, but that's something to work towards. But all in all, I think merchandise is kind of the way to go. So,
Yeah.
But because I am Santa Claus, because I am feeling festive, I wanted to ask you, Taylor, what are some of your time-honored, not just growing up, but for your family right now, Christmas traditions? What do y'all do for the holidays? What do y'all do for Christmas?
So I've been doing this I'll be 33 next Tuesday.
Nice.
So a week. Yeah.
Yeah.
So for 31 out of 33 years,
Yes.
we've gone Christmas Day for lunch with my mother's side of the family.
Mhm.
There's usually about 20 to 25. This year I think there'll be 31
Oh, wow.
because we have some cousins that will be in town for the first time in 7 years.
Man.
So that's family. Just being with family. That's the biggest thing. With having 2 young girls, with having 3 kids,
Mm-hmm.
Santa's big time. This year we're doing a new tradition. The grandparents are coming up to see what Santa left the girls.
Oh, wow. Nice.
Yeah.
Very cool.
So
Very
yeah.
cool.
How about you?
Under the gun. We've been trying to mix it up here, give me one moment. Sorry about that. Because when we should be having our bedtime and we should be getting up very early in the morning because we have one more day of school before Christmas. Go girl. Go to bed. Love you. Yep. So anywho.
Parker, keep
You
telling
hear-
people about our podcast.
Yeah, that's kind of the point. Yeah, people in church. Word spreading. Word is spreading. I get 2 parents. One of the Christmas programming goes, "Hey, so and so told me you have a little podcast," and I go, "Yeah, yeah, we do. Yeah, it's yeah, I do. It's stupid. It's nothing. Not a big deal. It's not. We're not." And I mean, I try to downplay it because it's a little bigger than. Not your tiny podcast. This is like a mid-tier. I would say it's like a mid-tier, not a low level, like a mid-tier podcast, right?
Yeah.
At least the audio version. But I just kind of went, yeah, it's fine. Is it about Disney? Is what the mom said. And she goes, "Is it about Disney? Like what do you talk about? Like that's so cool. I've always wanted to do a podcast." And I went, I was like, honestly, anybody can do it. Anybody can. I was like, I just have a computer, internet connection, and a mic, and I just talk. It's stupid. It's just mindless, whatever. But it's cathartic in a way. And she went, "Well, I've heard your stuff, and I actually thought it was pretty funny. It was good." She actually complimented. She said it's pretty good, and I was like, "Oh yeah." She goes, "And I allowed my daughter. She's got a Spotify account. She's my daughter's age. She's 8 or 9." And I went, "Oh no!" And that was right after we released our WTF episode, roasting Disney. And I said, "You might want to earmuff it for the one we just put on the RSS feed." No. And she's like, "Oh, and when I'm in traffic, that I may spit out a wordy dirt here." And I'm like, no, there's an explicit, and I didn't go into that because it was right before my younger 2 kids' Christmas program at their Catholic school. So no, the next day we're playing church league basketball. All the games for Mason are at our school's gym. I sit down. I'm just trying to relax. I'm trying to do my thing, record my son when he has the ball. Hopefully he'll score, do his thing. Another mom sits down beside me. "So what's this I hear about a podcast?" And I'm like, yeah, I'm trying. So yeah. Do you ever get that? Have you gotten like your mom said something to somebody, or so-and-so says, "I've heard you had a podcast. That's special. How cute."
the lady that does our marketing
Yeah.
and some of our advertisement for the office.
Yeah.
She actually asked me about podcasts because she started one herself.
Oh, wow. Nice.
And she was like, "You've got one, right?" I'm like, "Yeah."
Hmm.
So she was trying to pick my brain about it.
Huh.
And she wants me to she wants me to come on to hers.
Hey,
I'm like,
cool.
yeah, we need to sit down and we'll do it one day. But
Sure.
yeah.
Still.
I'm
Spend-
like, she was like, what would you talk about? I said, talk Disney.
Yeah.
I know that. We
you
can
need a
do that.
topic.
I can talk that,
Yeah.
chiropractic, baseball,
Mhm.
whatever, sports.
Yeah.
But Disney, I will talk it.
Oh. Well, it's not embarrassing. It's just another thing you're like, because when you do it, when you record it, and when you're done, you leave it there. I don't
Yeah.
give it a second thought. Like I'll do the social media thing, and I'll post things and like, hey, new episode, and whether people want to watch it or not, that's great. And it's done a whole lot better than we expected. But at the same time, I don't advertise it to everyone at work. I have not mentioned it once at work.
Yeah.
And somebody at work did discover it. One of my coworkers discovered it, but he's cool. He's not going to go, hey, guess what? And he does listen. He thinks it's kind of funny here and there. But regardless of that, to go back to the original question after that sidestep, lateral move on my part, the ADHD, side of the podcast, which is me, of course. My traditions growing up, it was always, traditional. And so I want to maintain the same kind of traditions that I had growing up. The biggest thing that I've tried to do, the one thing I tried to do was something my father always did. He always did extra bang for the buck. And I've tried to do that for my kids. And I'll be honest with you, I don't hold a candle to what my father did, right? He would, after we opened the gifts, what Santa brought, my father would do riddles. He would always do extra gifts. And he would go, all right, it's time. He would do this for Christmas and birthdays, right? And I loved it. And they were challenging. They were witty. They rhymed. They were funny. It is almost one of those, like, I can't off the fly just to tell you, like, an example might be look up, look down, look all around. Is there something red on the wall? Uh-oh, better watch out. You might take a great fall because see, I can't do it the way my father does it. He's just got a way with words lyrically. And I tried doing it for not Christmas, but birthdays with my kids, and it just fell flat. It just absolutely. I try to maintain that tradition. That's one thing I'd like to do. That's one time on a tradition that I've loved growing up. But the big thing for me is using not only doing a non-traditional Christmas Eve dinner. We always our new tradition is getting sushi on Christmas Eve. Sushi, plum wine, kids get a couple of bento boxes. We go to our local's favorite sushi place, which is like an old Pizza Hut right there near the Fresh Market on East Main right there. You know what I'm talking?
Is it Sushi King?
Saki.
Oh, Saki. Okay.
Saki. Yeah, they were new when I think they opened in 2017, 2018.
Okay.
So y'all moved, when did y'all move in 2015, 2014?
2018?
20,
No,
wow, look at me.
2017.
2017. It would have opened right around the time y'all moved.
Okay.
But that's kind of our go-to place because it's right outside the neighborhood. And Em tried to spin it. She goes, well, we can go to New China. I'm like, that's a buffet.
Yeah.
No, I'm not doing buffet. I'm not going all in on a buffet.
Not only will you get a buffet, but you will probably get tomato poisoning.
That's it. And that ain't going to happen to dear old Santa Claus right in front of you. H to the no.
Yeah.
But we always let them open one gift on Christmas Eve. And then they always, of course, I always got up at like maybe 7 or 8. I tried to sleep in as a kid. My kids get up because where my kids are soon to be 15, 10, and 8. And they get up. Now, my teenager, he could care less. He's like, whatever. But we have to wait on him.
Parker Mason. They're at the stairs, and they can already see the hall that Santa brings them over the balcony, overlooking the tree in our situation in the living room. But the older they get, every year, not only do I die a slow death, but they wake me up like 5 minutes earlier every year. Every Christmas is an absolute struggle. I'm dead to the world. I drink a little wine. I have some eggnog with a little bit of bourbon, right? Getting in the Christmas spirit the night before, waiting for Santa Claus. And I'll tell you something. But I wouldn't have it any other way. One other thing we do is we have a camcorder. Like I got Emily, about 18 years ago.
Yeah.
And this camcorder was cutting edge at the time, right? Little handheld. It's small. But the only thing we've ever recorded is every Christmas we've had with the kids on that camcorder, right? Only time we ever pull it out. So we have memories on memories on memories on that one SD card, right? Micro SD card. So that's one tradition. And then we always do breakfast casserole. And then now, because we've been in our house now it's been 4 years we've been living in this house, which is hard to believe. We host Christmas, and I cook the traditional beef tenderloin.
Oh, really?
And so I get to smoke it this year, and I just got to text my wife. She said, "Hey, great story. Can you make me another drink?"
Well,
we'll get there because the podcast is going to be coming to a close pretty soon because we're talking about Christmas traditions. Honestly, traditionally, like you said, you do that lunch. We host lunch. The numbers this year are a little bit lower, which is fine because everybody's cousins, aunts, uncles. They always families grow. They have their own thing going on. It's interesting how times change and you develop your own traditions, and that's kind of what we do.
You got a new tradition this year too.
What's that?
Fixing your Broncos window.
Yes, that tradition is going to be. It might be a nightly thing for the next 3 to 4 weeks. So,
are you really going to do it nightly?
No, it's going to be like a one and done thing. I'm kidding. It's you do understand it's kind of a joke. It'll be taken care of. Probably can't do it tonight, obviously. Not tomorrow night, because we're doing our fancy dinner tomorrow night, the Peddler with kids. So probably Thursday night when I'm not working, or Thursday afternoon. So we're good. And I'm not in a rush to do it because it doesn't bother me if I don't look at it. I'm kidding. But I'm going to jump in. And Taylor, I appreciate you telling me about your family's Christmas holiday traditions.
I appreciate you telling me about yours too.
Easy. That's easy, man. But there are some time-honored holiday traditions at Walt Disney World. And I found some from, it wants to show up, celebrationexpress.com. And these are 5. And so there's actually a holiday forest. They mention a holiday forest, but basically they're referencing all the Christmas trees that they put, not just in Walt Disney World, Magic Kingdom, Animal Kingdom, Epcot, all the parks, but just the Christmas trees in general. But my question for you is, because you've been to Disney, you're an annual pass holder, you're a DVC. In your opinion, what is your all-time favorite Walt Disney World Christmas tree? And I've had to rack my brain for this one.
The one at Magic Kingdom is always the big one that you take pictures. I mean, that's always top, probably. But Hollywood Studios was not bad this year.
That's true. That is true.
I did see, Grand Floridian, I wasn't really a big, I don't know. Animal Kingdom, probably.
I don't think I got to see the one at Animal Kingdom. We were there the week. I have to go back and look at the pictures. I do remember, of course, the most prominent one being in Magic Kingdom. and I remember the one at Epcot, and it's what? No, it wasn't up at Epcot yet. They
No.
hadn't put it up at Epcot.
The one at Animal Kingdom is right as you right before you go into the gate,
Yeah.
and it's got all the characters on the ground as toys.
I didn't know that. That's awesome.
Like it's got like Winnie the Pooh, it's got Kanga as like a rocking chair.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
Okay. Okay.
The Animal Kingdom Lodge, that tree is very nice as well.
Yeah.
I've never seen it in person,
In
but
person. Okay.
I would say Animal Kingdom probably would be.
Animal Kingdom. The one that I would like to see is the Fort Wilderness Lodge. That tree. I know they go all out for Christmas. Those decorations. But I would say the most impressive one that I've seen is Magic Kingdom.
Yeah.
I got to see it twice back last month when we all went. It doesn't change. It looks like I think they do the same decorations now. It looked like I don't remember. Now it's been a couple of years since we had been there at Christmas. But the toy soldiers, are those always there around the tree by the train station? Gotcha. Okay. I noticed that for the first time this year.
Talking about resort trees,
Yeah.
the Riviera was underwhelming.
Really? How so?
Well, I'll show you how so. Let me see if I can pull it up.
Now remember, with your filter, it may not show up.
No, I
It's
know.
not a. Just want to be sure.
I'm trying to find it.
I will say, as you look for that, some of the gingerbread houses that they do, and the resort, I did get to see the gingerbread house for the first time in person at the Grand Floridian.
Wasn't
That
impressed.
I had never seen it before. Let me look at the picture you sent me. That's the tree.
That's the tree for the Riviera.
Wow. At least your mom's wearing the dream ears. I like that.
Yeah.
I like that. I like that much. They match the tree somewhat. Pajamas are on point. That's my fake tree puts that to shame, and it's pink.
Yeah,
with
like
fake snow on it. Yeah, that's pathetic.
the tree that's in my living room right now that everybody has seen.
That tree
right
is gorgeous.
I mean, that puts this one to shame.
Dang. But what I will say, the gingerbread decorations, or in general, the decorations at, and you wouldn't think this, but I think they kind of went above and beyond, because you can buy the gingerbread shingles, so to speak, right? Quote unquote shingles. And of course, the Grand Floridian, that is a time-honored tradition there. But also at the Contemporary, they had that as well. They had a big display. Now, it was like a
Yes.
2D. I didn't get. Did you see that in person? I didn't get to see it.
The one at the Contemporary was a joke.
Really?
It was a joke. We
Tell me
all
about it.
we all said, we're like, Wellesley could have made something better than this. All right, you and I have seen this.
Okay.
The gingerbread houses at the Grove
Grove Park Inn.
puts everything to shame.
Well, I mean, the Grove Park Inn is an absolute Hallmark movie.
Yeah.
You go there, you walk in the Great Hall. It is Christmas.
And not only that, but you have it's a Hallmark movie 100%. But
Yeah.
you also have different sounds, sights,
True.
moans and groans.
That's what she said.
I mean, if anybody ever, I'm a shameless plug for the Grove Park Inn. If anybody ever wants to go to Grove Park Inn during Christmas time, you will not regret it.
Oh no. This is the first year we've gone to that medical conference that we all went to last year. That was our third year. This is the first year we have not gone because we are going to a conference in DC next year in August. Beginning of August, we'll be in DC. So that's what we're playing. Yeah. Yes. Not far from you, right? How far is that? Like an hour and a half ish? 2 hours. It's not bad. Yeah, we're going to be there for a long weekend. It's like a 5.5, close to 6 hour drive, I think. Yeah, maybe 6.5. It's not bad.
Wow.
Easy drive.
Mm.
We'll talk about that. We'll talk about that. But I think one of the best traditions overall that I would love to experience is with the guest speakers of the candlelight
Yes,
processional. I would love to do the candlelight processional
I would too.
because I heard that the belle of the ball, the king of the show, the captain of all captains was Brendan Fraser.
Yeah.
I heard that Brendan Fraser, his first time doing it, and of course he just won the Oscar. He's just kind of revitalized his career. He's kind of up and coming again. You know, he's kind of like, he's so hot right now. OMG. No, that would be, but I know that traditionally, at least recently, Neil Patrick Harris has been the one that's like been killing it. Fun. I mean, the guy's as charismatic as the day is long. And it says here in the 1980s, actor Howard Keel, if that name rings a bell, I had to look it up. And he narrated the ceremony, but today he was the only one that actually in the 1980s, he was the only one that narrated. And they had a series, but they didn't have as many candlelight processional dates as they do now, right?
Yeah.
And it says, today you'll hear a variety of celebrity narrators perform the Christmas story. In 2022, some of the personalities were Raul Esparza, Simu Liu, Josh Gad, which I heard he did an incredible job.
First of all, Simo Liu,
Yeah, Lou.
he wasn't there.
He wasn't there. Ooh,
No,
I got to double check my resources.
He was supposed to be there, and he canceled.
Wow.
So they got the Ashley Eckstein.
Who's that?
He plays
This Is Us.
Ahsoka on
The big one.
she
This
plays
Is Us.
Ahsoka on the Clone Wars.
Yeah. You mean Rosario Dawson?
Like the cartoon version.
Oh, yeah. That's kind of a reach. That's a reach.
She's supposed to be really, really nice and
Yep.
very, very fan friendly and stuff like that. But
Yeah.
I mean,
That's kind of a last second thing. Yeah, I get that. But I think that's probably the most popular time honored tradition. One day that would be nice to do.
Yeah.
But and actually the way to do it, you can get by with only spending. It's like $75 a person, maybe $55 a person, is to do a dinner package. And if you do a dinner package, get the preferred seating, you get guaranteed seating, and you get to pick from a series of different restaurants. And when you finish your meal, they give you the tickets, right? And you got to show up probably like an hour to an hour and a half ahead of time, because that line, I mean, that thing will go all the way back to the United Kingdom on the opposite end, going back to China.
Yeah.
The line will go that far. You know what I mean? Opposite ends, which is ridiculous.
We went back to Africa this past time.
Really? Right after China. Wow.
For
Right
Brendan
between
Fraser.
China and Germany, right? Is it Germany? Yeah. Germany.
No, it's
What's before? Because
it's
Germany,
is Mexico first.
Mexico.
It's Mexico, Africa.
No. Africa's further down. It's past China.
Okay.
The African outpost? Yeah. That's in between China, Germany,
Norway.
Japan, America, Italy, Morocco, France.
Yeah. So,
But
but that was for Brendan
regardless-
Fraser.
Yes, and I'm not surprised because I heard that he was heartfelt, was great with the audience, did an incredible job.
Yeah.
So that, to me, that would be honestly
Between-
that's a bucket list.
Between him, John Stamos, Neil Patrick Harris,
That's right, John Stamos. I forgot about him. That's right.
and he was
Now,
just
Neil-
walking around.
Really? Dang. How about that? He was being stalked. Uncle Jesse getting stalked left and right. Dang. I mean, I'd be right there with him. Shoot. Looking fine. Anyway, here are some of the holiday you didn't hear that. Here are some of the holiday traditions that should return, that are now defunct. They were former holiday traditions at Walt Disney World, but they're gone. Now, we know that you witnessed, I've never done this, but Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party, allegedly, okay, easy, is an annual hit. But there's some fan favorite traditions that have disappeared despite their popularity. And let's take a look. The Cinderella Castle Dream Lights. That is one that people miss. That is one that people wish they could still maintain. And I remember this. I've seen this. I've seen videos of this, and it actually looks pretty impressive. It's where Disney does offer. They had the Frozen Holiday Surprise where Elsa lights up the castle with projections instead. But the predecessor was, but yet again, this was the first time they ever started doing projections on the castle. So I get it. You know, it probably had that more of an impact on people because they had never seen a projection on the castle to begin with. So what else could they would they have to compare it to it? Now this is one I never knew about, and I assume that you have more insight than I do, based on the number of times you've been to the park and growing up. Because there was a time where I didn't go to Disney for years, between the age of 18, from 18 till for almost 12 years.
Yeah.
I didn't go to Disney, right? That's a long time. But the Osborne Family Spectacle of Dancing Lights.
Yes.
I didn't know what that was. It's in Hollywood Studios?
Yeah, it was
What is
where
that?
they had, so they used to have the New York scene,
Mm-hmm.
and it would be full of lights.
Mm-hmm.
I miss that. I really do.
Hmm.
Because, I mean, I miss all of old Hollywood studios.
Streets of America.
Streets of America, the Backlot Tour, all that stuff. I miss it.
Yeah. Mhm.
And, yeah, the Osborne
Mhm.
lights, I mean, that was pretty cool.
Yeah. Now, why is it called, like why is it the Osborne Family Lights?
Because they
Why is it
won,
named that?
they won the big ABC, like, light,
Oh,
the TV show. And
I
so,
didn't realize that.
because they won that,
Yeah, that's what they named it. Gotcha. Just kind of stuck, right? Gotcha. It says that
over
obviously
a
it's not
million
gonna
is
happen.
on lights.
Yeah. Well, obviously they're not going to return because Streets of America is exactly where it's Toy Story Land, Galaxy's Edge, which are positive replacements, of course. I'm not complaining about that. I enjoy Galaxy's Edge. I like Batu, but the dancing lights, they said it was a spectacle to be seen. The lights would dance to upbeat Christmas music, and it was an absolute fan favorite.
My thing is this, and I'm not trying to be Debbie Downer, but with the amount of land that Disney has,
Sure.
why could they have just pushed everything like back and spread it out a little bit more? You could have had Galaxy's Edge, you could have had Toy Story Land, and you could have kept all the other stuff too.
Good question, because that brings up all the news. Because Disney just opened up today. Today was the grand opening of Zootopia, right? The Zootopia Land at Shanghai Disneyland Resort, right? That just opened up. They had like a big press conference. Josh Tomorrow did an interview with an animatronic, Weaselton, I can't think of the first name, but from Zootopia, and where he actually was moving on his own, free moving animatronic with a cart, pushed the cart, walked around the cart, but attached to the cart, like holding it, jumped up, had a conversation with him. Obviously, it's contrived, but these are the types of things they are going to be moving forward with. These types of free roaming animatronics. Regardless, I think that was a little overshadowed by the news out of Universal.
Yeah.
We're not a Universal-based podcast, but what Universal's doing between Epic Universe, which looks incredible, but you saw they bought land in England,
United Kingdom, yep.
United Kingdom.
They have stepped their game up, and they're like, Disney, hold my beer. You're not going to touch me right now.
No, they laid their nutsack on the forehead of Disney and went, "Don't move.
Yeah,
I've got this." Disney was sleeping, and they just dragged their nuts all up and down their face.
They drew a Sharpie penis on their face.
That's right. That's right. It
Yep.
said "suck it" on the cheeks, and then what they did, if Disney had a Bronco, they put stickers
On the vinyl windows.
on
Yep.
the vinyl windows. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I digress. But all in all, I think we've crossed all of our bases. I think we're at that point where
let all the blah blah be forgot. And the next quote, that next lyric that pops in my head is, "Keep your eye on that high flying flag." I am Aunt Bethany because I can't maintain a consistent stream of conversation or consciousness. So it is what it is.
But Taylor, do you have anything else, my friend?
I don't. I'm just very thankful for our friendship. I wish Santa could bring everybody a friend like you, Abbott.
Well, Taylor, you are very generous. You are very loyal. You're a person. You have ears. You got a good set of teeth. You got some strong hands on you. And they're always warm. I appreciate that about you. Strong hands that are warm. And you don't smell funny. That's one thing. No, I appreciate our friendship. It's ironic how we became good buddies after you moved away after the fact.
Yep.
But it is what it is. And so I value our friendship. I value our partnership in this situation. I'm not going to make out with you despite what you're trying to spin here.
I'm not. I don't want to either.
I don't feel like doing that
No.
tonight. But a little more bourbon. Hey, you never know. I'm kidding. But no. From me to you, I appreciate the friendship. Appreciate your generosity. Many more fun times to be had going forward. Hey, more podcasts to record. More time to commiserate. A lot of good things coming up.
When you get your next gift in the package, I want you to go live and open it up.
When is said package going to be hypothetical or potentially, allegedly delivered?
Saturday or Sunday.
Saturday or Sunday. So if it doesn't come Sunday, it'll come Tuesday.
Yes.
But I can handle that. I'm not working. So, but no, I appreciate everything you do. I appreciate your patience and vice versa. But New Year's is around the corner. That's a new podcast. That's a new episode. So we'll talk about that going forward because we don't plan things in advance. We just kind of, yet again, fly by the seat of our pants.
Yep. And there'll be some new news on my end probably after Christmas.
I have no idea what you're talking about, but I'm looking forward. I do.
You do.
Okay. Well,
because I've
knowing my brain.
it to you.
Yeah, I'm drawing a blank. I remember, but I don't. But that's okay. Because when you have early onset Alzheimer's like I do, every day is a new surprise. Every day is an awakening. Oh my gosh. What a great world we live in. Anyway. I'm Disney Dude Abbott.
I'm Disney Dude Taylor.
And Merry Christmas, man.
Yeah, Merry Christmas.
All right. Ho, ho, ho. Awkward ending.
Yeah.
I'm trying. I'm just trying. This is
All right.
Merry Christmas. Bye.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Echo. Okay, we're done.